Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Doc. Welcome, Doctor. And thanks, Brabi. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I think. Yeah, we've been having a break from the match of Egypt. I think a 2-month break. Obviously, the off-season and pre-season coming on. But today we announced the 23-man squad against Burkina Faso. A friendly game, which will help us to fine-tune our squad ahead of the game against Niger. Because we must never lose the focus. The focus is Niger, which is our most crucial game the next month. But we're using this game of Burkina Faso to help us. The West African team from the same region or the zone. As you know, that the friendly games are 48-hour. We have 48-hour release of players from FIFA, so we don't have the players. It's a short camp. It is a difficult camp. This one is the same camp that I had my first match against Ghana, where we have players pitching on Tuesday, the day before the match, where I had even Bevan Franceman pitching the day of the match. So it's beyond our control. Fortunately, some of our players are playing on Saturday. I mean, the overseas-based players, so we can receive some of them Monday morning. But Mr. Gujandu will fill us in later. We're in the camp that who has arrived, but it's a very difficult camp. And what makes it more difficult is that it's pre-season. No one has played a league game yet. Most of the players are unstable, mental-wise, because of transfers, trials, signed and not signed. Players trying to stabilize themselves in their new clubs. And because the transfer period is not closed, and we all know here that some players are still hoping to move. So we don't have players training fully with their teams. They're always on the aeroplane for trials and all that. And that disturbs our program. This is that period where we always have, me as a coach, I need to support the players. We had the same problem last year, where we don't have players not happy with their teams, that they don't release them, and that becomes a problem, And when players are not mentally okay, it's not good for Bafana or for any team. Yes, we're going to stay with the core of the team that went to Egypt. Our return match against Egypt, that was in June. But we also had 40% of the team not available when we went to Egypt. But we have, because of injuries, but now we have those players, as we speak today, they are fit, according to the doctor's medical reports. But as you know, that there's also games this weekend, and there's also games during the week, so you never know until we might announce a player and then he get injured weekend or Wednesday. So those are the challenges we have. Yeah, the good news is that those players will be back, and you'll see on the lineup the players that were not with us in Egypt are back. So it's good to have them back to reinforce our team, and to keep continuation of the run that we've been having. I think we've been having a good run. As you all know, that the whole year we conceded 1 goal, that we never saw it coming, but it's one of those. We're playing a very strong team, Burkina Faso, the West African team, a team that has tall and big players, typical West African. When I look at Burkina Faso team, it's a typical West African. It's not like Niger when we have some guys the same height and body build like us. We have here giants, you know. And that's where you should be very careful, especially with set pieces. Yeah, it's an important game for us, where we use this match to prepare for Niger. We're playing a strong team. We're playing a team that is ranked above us. They're ranked number 4th in Africa. As you know, we were ranked 4th the last time. They took our position, and they're 10 steps ahead of us in the world, you know. So I guess everybody starts to understand that who we're playing against. And I don't know if I'm mistaken. I think South Africa has never beaten Burkina Faso. I'm subject to be corrected. You're the ones to correct me here. Do you have your notes? Can somebody help me? Have we beaten Burkina Faso yet? Yes. Lelo? Don't know, eh? Okay. Anyway, but I don't think we beaten. I don't remember us beating Burkina Faso. Okay. So, yeah, difficult game. It's going to be a physical game. They can play fast, they can play strong, typical West African. But it's important for us to win, because you know the situation. Bafana games now are cup finals to us. The reason being that this is a FIFA sanctioned match. It helps us with the rankings, it helps us with the points. As you know that we went to the World Cup now. The best thing we've done for ourselves, we did ourselves the biggest favor by moving away from the zone where we were, and now to be 7th, and we managed to be seeded. We avoided all these teams, Morocco and all that. You know, there's another group of them where Morocco is. So normally, I think Morocco, I'm not sure, with one of the big boys, I think Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken. But that was the biggest favor we've done to ourselves. So we take this game serious, as we want to be ranked, and we don't want on the 29th of October when FIFA, when CAF make a draw for the Cup of Nations, because we see ourselves in Cup of Nations. So we want to be top 4, so that we should also try to be seeded and avoid the big boys. So it is important for us to win. Our next 3 games are important: Burkina Faso, Niger, Sierra Leone. So very, very key for us before the 29th of October. We need to be properly positioned and to be seeded. I had a lot of people saying that we are lucky. No, we're not lucky. We worked ourselves. We worked very hard to be positioned where we are for the World Cup. We improved our ranking. It is no luck. So that's how the seedings are going in Africa and in CAF. So you need to win your games, then you can have those teams in your group. So we have to keep going. So far, yeah, we're ready for the game. I think so. But unfortunately, no player is match fit. No player has been playing games. You know, the matches are not there. But it applies. Same applies to Burkina Faso. So it's not an excuse for us. Yeah, thank you.